Even an ugly hag like that wouldn't want to kiss me. How will I ever get a beauty to do it? Boy, have I got troubles.
Jimmy Olsen makes poor life choices, a playlist. Also werewolf time, sort of. Wolfman, we're edging closer and closer to actual werewolves. Greetings comic lovers and welcome back to Casually Comics, the channel where we chat all things comics, from reviews, comics new and old, to history to anecdotes, really wherever our whims take us. The Silver Age, a time of wackiness, bizarre plot choices, and the comics code having an iron grasp, at times resulting in stories with hilarious implications. The attempts to pass the purity mores of the time gone wrong. Jimmy Olsen becomes a Wolfman has all of these things. 'Tis a glorious tale with a sequel. And then the Wolfman would appear more, such as on the World of Doomed Olsens, where we get to see many Jimmy Olsen transformations together. Jimmy turning into things. This was a thing, and yes, we're gonna go on that adventure together. I know Jacayla Patterson was concerned we weren't getting back to it, but come on, who doesn't want to hear about the misadventures of Jimmy Olsen? There are dozens of us. Wolfman Jimmy is low-key iconic and pops up again and again. Through the eras, be it in references or background panels and adaptations, Jimmy transforming has even given us Dark Jimmy in the multiverse. Good times. I'm Sasha, and before we transform, I have new merch. If you love going wherever your whims take you, I now have a whim shirt, or you can get it as a sweater or mug, whatever strikes your fancy, or well, whim. Also, the Lois Lane's X merch is back. Lois is in these issues too. Will she kiss Jimmy Olsen? Let's find out. The first instance of Jimmy becoming a Wolfman comes to us from Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen issue 44. This from the year 1960, written by Otto Binder with art by Kurt Swan, inks by Stan K. If you've been here a while, you'll know that Otto Binder is a name that is synonymous with madcap storytelling, and also with some light shipping of Jimmy Olsen and Supergirl, but that was going on in the 60s overall. The Wolfman of Metropolis. The Wolfman of Metropolis gets his nails done, looking sharp.
Help me, Superman. This magic potion turned me into a Wolfman, and the spell can be broken only if a pretty girl kisses me, but my face shocks them.
Now, the code explicitly forbade certain supernatural elements, and werewolfism was among them. Section 5 of General Standards B stated, scenes dealing with or instruments associated with Walking Dead, torture, vampires and vampirism, ghouls, cannibalism, and werewolfism are prohibited. So how exactly did this fly? Loopholes. Glorious loopholes. Sometimes one could ride the knife's edge, just changing just enough and enough plot elements to get by. For example, in this story, Jimmy gets his powers via magic potion. So it's not traditional werewolfism, he is a pseudo-werewolf. Also, he just transforms at moonlight every night. It's also a romantic comedy and not a horror story. Boom, code approved. Ignore the part where if you squint, he's soliciting sex workers. No, code approved. His look in this book is very Lon Chaney. Junior. I know they didn't call him that, but when I see a junior, I must say it. Those movies would have still been in the pop culture lexicon at that time. Okay, enough setup. Pseudo werewolf time. Jimmy, why are you running away? I was about to kiss you.
Lucy wouldn't if she saw my face.
Yes, she truly is a Lane, the tradition of Lois, I'll only marry if you're handsome Lane. Sisters. We open properly on Jimmy bringing Lucy Lane home from a date, and she calls him a wolf for trying to snag 2 goodnight kisses, and she says she'll see him the next night for their day at the Masquerade ball.
Oh, all right, Lucy, but remember to wait for delivery of your costume. I ordered it for you as a surprise.
I don't think I trust Jimmy to order a Masquerade costume. I've read too many of these. She's just gonna end up dressed as Supergirl. The next day, Superman just flies into the Daily Planet with some potions he found in an ancient crypt, saying that, hey, maybe they could write about these, I guess. Must be a slow news day, even though he did say that they were made by Merlin, but he didn't cite his sources, so I don't believe. They're all broken except for one, the Wolfman potion. Yee, Wolfman potion. It says if you drink this, you gain the form of a wolf. So there may be some buyer's remorse if one drinks this and thinks they're gonna become a full-fledged wolf on all fours, and then this becomes a cheesy Wolfman. Ye antidote. The willing kiss of a beautiful maiden will break the spell. It's both disturbing and encouraging that it specifies willing on the bottle. Jimmy decides he's gonna prove that it's just all superstition by drinking the potion with his lunchtime sandwich. Which, even if it isn't a magic potion and is a hoax, you shouldn't drink something that just came out of a random crypt from centuries ago. Jimmy's gonna die cursed tomb style.
Phooey, it'll never replace a soda pop.
But it may replace lemon candy based on that expression. As he walks home, there is a bad moon rising. By the time he gets home, he is a werewolf or a wolfman. His first concern is not about this working magical potion or how he's gonna change back, but about his date with Lucy. It's ruined, and so are their costumes he picked. They can't be Romeo and Juliet now.
I can't face Lucy this way. My date is ruined.
Thankfully, he's getting his costume from the world's fastest costume shop, and they're able to change the costume to Little Red Riding Hood, which is actually a really good idea. She even thinks that he changed it because she called him a wolf the night before. Very smart. Well played. They even win the contest at the party. So it's all coming up Jimmy. Masterful dates. Surely he'll get a kiss now. And Lucy is a beautiful maiden. She'll break the spell. But she won't kiss Jimmy with the mask on. No masks on for Lucy Lane. She will not let you leave your hat on. So no kiss for Jimmy, who recovers well.
Even an ugly hag like that wouldn't want to kiss me. How will I ever get a beauty to do it? boy, have I got troubles.
Tale as old as time. Jimmy is going on with his life when Perry gives him a surprise assignment. He has to go interview a director on his lot for the movie at night. Lois and Lucy give him a ride. He has to ditch them fast though as he transforms into not a werewolf, comics code, a wolfman. And then he just gets grabbed by somebody on the set because it turns out it's a horror movie and the director loves his makeup. He wants to hire him right there. Lucy assumes that he came to the shoot to audition. Man, Jimmy doesn't even have to try hard to fool Lucy. He doesn't even have to try at all, really.
Your makeup is so good that we'll star you and pay you $2.50 a week.
But Jimmy feels he can't. They'll find out his horrible secret, that he's someone who just drinks from bottles no matter how old they are.
Sorry, your price is too low. How about $500 a week? $1,000, $2,000.
Wow, $2,000 a week in 1960? How long are they shooting for? Are they shooting only at night? So could you just work at night?
These questions are worth asking, Jimmy. He's desperate.
But no, Jimmy just lists some elaborate, extravagant price that gets him thrown out. He's getting desperate. All these opportunities that being a wolfman is bringing his way, he doesn't want them. So he goes to get all his life savings out of the bank so he can buy a kiss.
I'll offer this money to a pretty girl tonight in the park.
Prepare for hilarity caused by the code and the juxtaposition to reality. So a logical question that may flit through one's mind following why doesn't he just tell Lucy the truth? She is his girlfriend. And there's no real reason not to tell her what happened. I mean, except for the fact that she treats him awfully, so I can see maybe why he wouldn't want to. But he could always have the option of hiring a professional. Stop. Comics Code Police. Now, prostitution was not explicitly banned by the code per se, but pretty much everything around it was. So you wouldn't get away with mentioning it. It would likely fall under illicit sex relations are neither to be hinted at nor portrayed. Violent love scenes as well as sexual abnormalities are unacceptable. Or maybe sex perversion or any inference to same is strictly forbidden. Also maybe no comic shall explicitly present the unique details and methods of a crime. There are more, but you get the idea. They wouldn't have been able to flat out come out and say it. But that is the kind of tongue-in-cheek way you can read this. It feels like it's hinting at it, like it is joking about it. It must also be noted that the target demographic at the time was largely children and teenagers. So some of the inferences may have flown over people's heads at the time, but you can get a chuckle if you're older, and some people say that no one at the time would have known, but I don't know. I don't buy it. Naivete is a thing, but people are more savvy across time periods than people give them credit for, in my opinion. I could be wrong. If you feel that I'm wrong, roast me down below. It's fine. The thing is, because of this, instead of Jimmy soliciting a kiss from someone who that's their job, he's just accosting random women in the park, waving wads of cash in their face. So much better. Approved. Look, miss, all this money is yours if you'll just kiss me once. What? Jimmy's at the wrong park. One commenter made me howl with this suggestion. He should have used the line, "Are you working or walking?" which is now one of my favorite phrases that I've learned. In desperation, Jimmy calls Superman using the signal watch, because that's what it's for when he just downs mystery potions. Superman says he'll try to figure something out. He can get a high-class escort. He's not just gonna have to stand on a corner in the park. He's Superman. But before Jimmy can implement his master plan of just fleeing to live in the jungle, Superman comes to save the day. At my request, a pretty girl is waiting in your apartment to kiss you. Go kiss Jimmy Olsen, so says Superman.
You're crazy, Superman. No girl will kiss my repulsive face when she sees it.
I mean, I don't know. I recently reviewed a comic where a woman was dating a literal bear. There's still hope for you, Jimmy. But Superman says it's fine. She won't see him. He's turned off the lights. Go and meet Miss X. The kiss with Miss X works to Jimmy's delight, and it's revealed that the lights were off because the girl was Supergirl. Superman flew to the orphanage and asked Supergirl to come out and kiss Jimmy. Although it says that she volunteered, which in this era, given the kind of light shipping, you can buy. She was written for a bit like she had a crush on Jimmy. Now to resume my other identity of Linda Lee here in Midvale Orphanage. Bye, cousin Superman. Thanks for visiting me in the orphanage. Guess I'll see you in a month or two. So Jimmy's back and he can go on more dates as himself at night and not get paid $2,000 a week as a horror sensation. But he can't stop thinking about Miss X. Who was that girl? This must have gone over well because in issue 52, more Wolfman. In a story which for some reason was not included in the trade paperback, The Amazing Transformations of Jimmy Olsen. They go straight to issue 53 where he becomes a giant turtle man, which is great and we've talked about it, but come on, give the people all the Wolfman. We deserve it. Issue 52 comes to us from 1961 and is written by Superman co-creator Jerry Siegel. So it's a bit less off the wall, but not by much. Art is once more by Kurt Swan and Stan K. Is this a more than equal sequel? Let's find out.
Kiss me, Lucy, Lois, or Lana. I'm not picky. This potion has turned me into a wolfman. Only a pretty girl's kiss can break the spell.
Once more, awesome nails. Something about how Superman is just crouched on this rock watching is just hilarious to me. This teaser page is spoiler city, because we have Jimmy kissing Lucy, but her kiss is not working, because it's the work of... oh dear. My arch nemesis.
Kara, sweeties, like I said, I'm your one true love, your soulmate, your one-true pairing, as the kids say. My name is Mixy Spitlick, and I love you, Kara, so I am.
What does this imp from the fifth dimension want? Well, he wants Lucy Lane, and then just to mess with Jimmy, but also still kind of wants Lucy. Just people like messing with Jimmy. Mixy is on Earth to ditch his girlfriend on her birthday because he says that she's a drip. What a prize he is. And then he sees Lucy and he's smitten. Oh, she's in his arms. She's smiling at him when she should be smiling at me. What a crime to waste such beauty on a young idiot like Olsen. After Jimmy takes her home, Mixy shows up to shoot his shot. He's got a giant emerald. I guess he noticed that on that date at the restaurant they went to, it cost Jimmy his whole week's salary. It's KD for Jimmy tonight. But Lucy wants none of it. She's loyal to her boyfriend, Jimmy Olsen. Well, that calls for vengeance. Jimmy is at his place staring at his wall of Superman souvenirs, which still contain the Wolfman potion, which Superman let him keep despite the fact that when he gave it to him, he just upended the bottle. It's clearly not safe. None of the souvenirs are safe. Don't leave things with Jimmy. Magic totem, Superman. Magic totem. Mixy compels Jimmy to drink it again, but he transforms it into water before he does so Jimmy won't realize it's fifth dimension magic that'll be transforming him into a Wolfman. Jimmy calls Superman again. I sure hope he wasn't doing anything important. He needs Superman to be his pimp again. He asks him if he can go get Miss Hex just one more time, please. If I was Superman, I'd be curious if he did it on purpose.
Okay, but keep the room completely dark after you've changed into a Wolfman.
Question: is there a rule that he has to be kissed in Wolfman form to be cured? It doesn't say that on the bottle. Couldn't someone just kiss him during the day as Jimmy and then he'd be cured? Loophole. The thought bubbles keep explaining across issues why Supergirl's existence is a secret, but it just comes across as odd. Odder than her having to fly over there to kiss Jimmy.
Whoever Miss X is, I like her kisses. I've always hoped we'd meet again someday.
Jimmy's nice. I'm glad I can help him. But this time, it doesn't work. But Superman has other things to do. He can't just spend all day procuring women for Jimmy. So here's Mixy's plan. He believes that Lucy won't date Jimmy in Wolfman form, which based on 60s Lucy Lane, he's probably right. But then, the next phase, she'll magically want to date him instead. Perfect. All logic. Flawless. After a bit of investigative reporting goes well for Jimmy and Lois, they end up working late and he transforms. And Lois says Superman told her about last time. What if she gives it a go? With all my heart, I hope this kiss will cure poor Jimmy. It doesn't. And what follows is a montage of Superman's cast of supporting ladies kissing Jimmy Olsen. Take me to the zoo, Jimmy. I insist. Okay, but I hope it's free or that you're buying because he spent his entire week's salary on that restaurant. But it's nighttime, so she sees he's a Wolfman. Jimmy really is terrible about keeping track of what time the sun is setting. It happens every night, man. Jimmy, Lois told me everything. I know I refused to kiss your wolf face last time this happened to you, but please let me kiss you now. I want to help you. I've closed my eyes. I'll think of somebody real handsome, perhaps if I wish hard enough.
What, then Jimmy will turn out looking like that?
She was just wishing for someone real handsome, not for Jimmy to look like himself. We all saw it. She's a Lane through and through.
This is the most important kiss I ever got from Lucy.
Lucy Lane kissed Tearless video when, Jimmy? You're as repulsive. Lucy and Jimmy don't have the best relationship. In fact, people would write in about it all the time. Here's one letter from issue 45. Dear editor, as a longtime fan of Jimmy Olsen, I'm unhappy about the miserable treatment Lucy Lane is always giving him, when any girl in her right mind would give anything to have a steady like Jimmy. How about a story where Jimmy turns the tables on Lucy and proves hard to get? Alice Anchors. When I saw this next panel, I thought Jimmy jumped, but no, he slipped on some rocks and fell into the ocean. And there he gets kissed by, can I say it all in one go, Superman's mermaid, telepathic, ex-girlfriend, Lori Lemaris. I did it. She kisses him because she read his mind and figured out what's going on, I guess. But that doesn't work. Who's left to kiss him? Lana. Lana on her stalker Superman wall doesn't really want to kiss Jimmy, but she thinks maybe it'll help her get one over on Lois. If I succeed where Lois failed, Superman may think I'm superior to her and prefer me. Yes, that's how Superman will decide his wife who kissed Jimmy better. But it doesn't work. Jimmy's given up on everything when suddenly a mysterious woman in a veil comes up behind him and kisses him, and he's cured. But not before calling her a homely hag. Poor Miss Gizplitzna. She's always the butt of the joke. Dump Mixy, you can do better. He ditched her on her birthday to go flirt with somebody else. And then Jimmy goes to get a kiss from Lucy, but she says he's had enough. Down boy, what a wolf. The end.
Wolfman Jimmy is a time.
It's so much less about Jimmy being a wolfman and more about him trying to get those kisses, which in a way works given the association of men's sexual appetites with wolves, which is an old comparison. They even play into it in the first issue with their masquerade costumes. The concept has been portrayed comedically, while some feel the undercurrents are animalistic, aggressive, and predatory. This this comic is playing in the lighthearted realm of the analogy. The scenarios are so outlandish, and some of the implications read as so amusing. It's a Silver Age collision of hokey happenstances. And if you're into that kind of thing and can accept this comic on its own terms and in its time, it's a good time. It's worth a chuckle at least. Now, if one takes it and analyzes it, many of the societal gender mores and tropes may not pass muster. These are very silly, but somehow the image of Wolfman Jimmy Olsen managed to stand the test of time. In issue 72, The World of Doomed Olsens, he just downs the serum as a party trick, but for some reason in that story the effects just wear off. And then an alien shows up and takes him and materializes all of his duplicates. In 105, he ends up on a planet where everyone is Jimmy Olsen, and Wolfman Jimmy is the barber. Fun times, but we'll get to those later on, because they have all the transformations, so we gotta collect them all. We gotta have all the Jimmys. What did you think of Wolfman Jimmy? Fun time, stroll down memory lane, or too silly for your blood? Speaking of transformations, I did a thing. I am transforming like Jimmy Olsen. I'll show it to you once it's healed, but I'm excited and it's gonna pop up in videos, so I thought I would just show it to you. Share your thoughts on the misadventures of Jimmy Olsen down below. And while you're down there, please do all the YouTube things. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you never miss a vid. Thanks so much for taking some of your day spent discussing comics with me. I always appreciate it, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.